Guys, YouTube's N'Golo Kante, I'm back again. We might as well. We ain't got no football, man. I know Arsenal annoy me, and by the time we next play again, I'll be like, why did I say this? But I miss us playing. I mean, like any fan, we want to see our team play. Football don't feel the same, man. Definitely on this Saturday, FA Cup going, and there's no Arsenal, man. Been having to do other stuff. But we might as well preview the game. Now we're back in action against we're back in action again on Thursday, the second leg of our tie against Ostersund. I can't never say their name, and forgive me, Swedish fans, for mispronouncing it, but I've tried. We played them in the second leg. We went over to their place. I don't think away goals counts in this thing. Yeah. We firmly got one foot in the last 16. I was about to say the last 8, but last 16. 3-0 professional job. I say that lightly because we saw the game. But 3-0 on paper, professional job. Went out there, no one got no injuries. Put us with a lot of leg room to go into the second game with. And we can, I don't want to say have fun because we have to respect the side. The game is not done. It's only essentially half-time regardless of that healthy lead. It's put us in a great position. It's taken a lot of pressure off us. We've got a cup final on Sunday. We'll probably still mess up in the same way, but it's allowed us to somewhat think about that. We have to deal with the opposition in front of us, but it's allowed us to have one eye on that. It's allowed us to rest players essentially, and there's not as much pressure on us in this game. To be honest with you, I do believe, if correct me if I'm wrong, City are playing on Monday. I could be wrong on that aspect on that, and we're playing on Thursday, so they're gonna have more rest than us. And if we're likely to play a couple of senior players, but these little rest things make all the difference. To be honest, if we can rest Ozil's legs for 90 minutes rather than playing him, he might be a bit sharper on Sunday. These are not always guarantees, but you've got to use them. There's really not much more to be said on this front, man. We know what we need to do. We need to, and I say it lightly because the Emirates is quiet. We need to get the Emirates rocking. We really need to, like we saw in the first opening half an hour to a degree against them. We need them to be starstruck. We need them to be scared in a big stadium, to be overawed in a big stadium. We need us to just press them from the front, force errors. They go try and play football. We saw. Is it Dudos? I can't say his name. We saw he's gonna come deep. He's gonna look to make things happen. We've seen several other players do several things in that side. They had a goal. That black winger was a bit tricky as well. I can't say his name. So the black guy that was playing right wing but drifting on the left. They've got a couple tricky players and guys that work hard. But we know if we press that back four again, we can force some mistakes. They can't play like they're never gonna play us on football for football because of the stature of the two clubs. But they are gonna have heart, commitment, and you bet, no disrespect, but a lot of these players, the Emirates, and a couple other stadiums this season are some of the best grounds they'll ever play at in their life. And this will be a career highlight for some man in that side. And that's not me being harsh. I'm being true. So yeah, we need to press them. Their keeper, KR, Peterson, two obvious examples. You press them, they make mistakes based on that game. So let's get at them. There's not much more to be said on that front, guys. And the only thing I can now allude to is the starting lineup. Now, I must admit, do I go with a back three? Do I go with a back four? Do I play a lot of youth? Do I play a weakened squad? Do I play an inexperienced squad with it being 3-0? But what if this team go out and get 2 goals? It gets nervy. Do we play a mixture and see out the job and bring people off after 60th minutes or so at half time? I'm not too sure. My first team I've gone with, do we have El Nene in the back three? I don't know. But the first team I've gone with, this was the one that my heart went with. I've gone with Ospina. Kohler on the left back. He's not been featured of recent weeks. Monreal got subbed. Monreal's been playing a lot of football. Might as well rest his legs. Monreal will probably play, but we might as well rest him, to be honest with you. Callum Chambers and Holding come into the side for me as well. Both could do with some minutes. Chambers played quite well. Holding, the last time he had a chance, he didn't take it, and he was quite appalling. But he might as well, at the expense of resting Koscielny and Mustafi, Holding come into the side. Maitland-Niles, I do believe he can play better than he did in his last outing in central midfield. But I'm going to play him in central midfield. I'm going to put El Nene and I'm going to put Chris Willock. I almost forgot about right back, and for that I've got a shock. I'm going to go with Osei Tutu. Wenger rates him highly. Wenger said he could have a career here if you force it with Maitland-Niles, or if you force Callum Chambers at right back. Other than that, there's not really any competition for Bellerin for that spot. And that some people, and I agree to a degree, he is being harmed by no competition because he's not having to bring the best out in his game consistently and prove that he's worthy to start consistently. And I say that lightly because obviously if you're not playing well, you come out the side. I believe, man, we're playing at home, so the home crowd will be with the young player, so he will get a lot of confidence from that. There's always pressure making your debut in front of 60,000 fans, playing for Arsenal, one of the biggest clubs in the world. There's always going to be pressure, but I mean, it could have been in different circumstances. We're 3-0, we'll have a 3-0 lead. He'll be playing at home. He'll be playing against players that the majority of them can't sit in a room based on ability with Arsenal players. No disrespect to them. So he could made his debut in more harsh circumstances. And he has been on the Europa League bench before, and he has been progressing, especially defensively. He's been making improvements, which he struggled with initially. He's decent going forward, but he was a bit dead defensively, and he's patterned that up. So to reward the progress, you might as well, or say 2-2. If he's not there, Bellerin in it. Or you could move Maitland-Niles there, and you could give... Oh, well, Ramsey won't be fit, my man said. So, yeah. And then, obviously, we're looking the 10, but it's more a 4-3-3. And up front, Eddie Nketiah, it won't happen, but I'll start Eddie Nketiah, Reece Nelson, and Danny Welbs on the left. Whether that's for 50, 60 minutes, I don't know. Why I say Welbs is for the last couple of months he's been injured. He hasn't played that much football. He needs all the football he can get. Ironically, I'm considering even starting him against City. But I would start him on the left, to be honest. So it's not really a youthful team, to be honest with you. Him and Nketiah can shuffle across. Welbs can be aggressive and press. Nelson, and you know who Nelson is. Willock, I love Willock. Maitland-Niles is 30. El Nene, senior figure in the side. Chambers and Holding, more experience. Kohler needs minutes. Osei Tutu needs rewarding. And I don't know if I said it, but Ospina in goal. That's the first side. Second side, which I must admit I was having a bit of a tricky one with. I said Ospina, Chambers, Holding, El Nene at centre-half / Mustafi. We just give him a couple minutes. There you are. Osei Tutu in the right-back role. Who else have I got? Kohler on the left. Joe Willock, Maitland-Niles, Mkhitaryan in the midfield, and up front, Mr. Eddie Nketiah, my guy, and Danny Wells. So yeah, guys, that's the preview in regards to Ostersund. Hopefully we do our job in the second leg. Hopefully there's no coming back from 3-0 down like Barcelona against PSG. Yeah, it's all about just trying to get into the last 16. We know we need the Champions League because the top 4 via the league is gone. Champions League is even wishful thinking, but as long as we're in it, in the words of Arsene Wenger, well, as long as we're in it, we have a chance. And I actually say that to myself when I play Football Manager. But guys, Deluded Guna, you choosing N'Golo Kante. I'm out.